1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Pakistan says improving bilateral ties with South Asian countries remains a priority of its foreign policy. China has applauded resumption of trade relations between Pakistan and Afghanistan after both the countries overcame impact of coronavirus. 2,085 new coronavirus cases have surfaced, while 49 confirmed deaths reported in the country during the last 24 hours. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 4 Kashmiri youth in Kulgam and Kupwara districts today. And now the news in detail. Pakistan says improving bilateral ties with South Asian countries remain a priority of its foreign policy. Parliamentary Secretary for Foreign Affairs Andalib Abbas told the National Assembly during question hour today that despite hostile Indian attitude, Pakistan took a milestone step by deciding to open Kartarpur corridor and released captured Indian pilot after Indian misadventure of Balakot as a peace gesture. She said Pakistan wishes to resolve all outstanding issues with India, including Kashmir dispute, through peaceful means. She, however, said that India must create an enabling environment for a result-oriented dialogue to take place. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says Iran's inclusion in CPEC and peace in Afghanistan will benefit every country of the region. In a statement today, he said this is a jolt for India and the opposition is criticizing the Indian government. The minister said several Indian troops were killed and injured in a clash with China. He said there is a tension between India and Nepal, and India-Bangladesh relationship warmth has also reduced. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said India wanted to isolate Pakistan, but it itself has been isolated. Senate was informed today campaign has been started to check power pilferage across the country. Responding to questions during question hour, Minister for Power Amr Ayub said distribution companies have been directed to control line losses. He said efforts are being made to rehabilitate the transmission and distribution infrastructures to reduce technical losses. Umar Ayub said the government is introducing advanced metering infrastructure system to control power theft. China has applauded resumption of trade relations between Pakistan and Afghanistan after both the countries overcame impact of COVID-19 pandemic. At regular media briefing in Beijing, Chinese Foreign Minister's spokesperson Hua Shanqing said China wants to see better relations between the two sides and economic growth of Islamabad and Kabul. She said, "We will like to play a constructive role in this regard." The spokesperson said, "We are pleased to see Gawada Port and other CPEC projects playing a positive role, and we will like to work with both Pakistan and Afghanistan to this end." Pakistan has opened 5 key routes with Afghanistan for bilateral and transit trade over the past weeks to help war-ravaged Afghanistan boost trade. The number of recoveries from COVID-19 continue to increase across the country, with 183,737 patients so far recovered from the disease. According to the latest statistics, 2,085 new coronavirus cases were reported in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the total tally to 259,999. Meanwhile, 49 patients died of the virus during the last 24 hours, taking the death toll to 5,475. 23,907 corona tests were carried out during this period. The number of coronavirus cases across the world has risen to over 13.9 million, while the pandemic has so far claimed more than 592,000 lives. The United States is the worst hit, where cases have been mounted over 3.6 million and death toll reached over 141,000. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 3 Kashmiri youth in Kulgam district today. The youth were killed by troops during a cordon and search operation in Nangdan Chimur area of the district. Earlier, 3 Indian troops were also critically injured in the same area. Meanwhile, the Indian troops during a military operation also martyred a youth in Kiran area of Kupwara district in North Kashmir. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.